is that we're going to be watching Molotov Gaming battling it out versus the Shorkies. Molotov Gaming have just lost their game versus Lunaina, and the Shorkies have just won their game versus versus AFAB. So here's my question, right? Coming off of a win or off of a loss, does that affect your mental for the next match? What do you think?
I don't know. Actually, it's. I mean,
Is that a
for me,
confidence thing?
I just actually like to play more. More games are better because you kind of warmed up. So if I would have a choice, if either I'm in a winner brackets and I will wait, or if I'm gonna make it through the loser brackets all the way up, I would go for the second one because it's more interesting. Like I just
Yeah.
like to play.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So the win or lose thing doesn't really matter. Just like let me just keep playing is your
Yeah.
preference basically. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I guess yeah, everybody has their own preferences like that, but I can totally see that kind of situation happening. So we've got Shorkies versus Molotov Gaming, Kazar and Chris versus Linko and Vingumi. Yeah, whoever gets the win here is going to be battling Lunaina. We could have a repeat of the first match we saw today. Molotov Gaming Lunaina. Maybe Molotov has a bone to pick if they do make it into the final, which could be interesting. But we could also see a Shorkies Lunaina match up. So stakes are high. Third place or a grand final, possibly win potential. Any predictions for which maps they're going to be preferring? What do you think?
I mean, in the place of Shorkies, I would go for Glacialis,
Yeah,
since it
absolutely.
was actually a good map for them the
They were
previous match.
strong on that. It looked very good.
Yes. Yes, actually, since we played against Molotov Gaming yesterday, I've noticed they weren't so consistent on Red Barricade, so I would say it will not be their first pick.
Yeah, it
For
was.
sure.
They did pick it over Valorate, but it was like the only two maps left in the previous one. So I don't know if you can put any stock to that decision, I guess. But I totally agree with the Glacialis analysis. They looked so good on that and just confident and fast and ready to put some records down there. Hopefully we see yours lost again. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Something just happened to my thingy. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. We're back. We're back. We have the picks and bans. Early picks going on here. Red Barricade, Glacialis.
Okay, actually was wrong.
Yeah, the Shorkies do pick Glacialis, but Molotov wants Red Barricade as their first map. Interesting. I'm gonna do my writing thing again. Let's see. I just clicked all kinds of things on my browsers. I got a little bit confused, but I am back ready to go and doing my notes.
Valorate is the third map
Oh,
picked by Molotov Gaming. It will be very interesting to see them playing on it.
yeah.
And
Let's see.
Delightful Winter is the fourth map, and Years Lost are left for Decider.
Oh, so that's a very short map. It won't come unless we go to 5 maps.
I would like to see the 5 maps.
Yeah, me too. Like I'm always hoping for 5 maps here. Molotov also picked Red Barricade versus Lunaina, but lost that one. The Shorkies, of course, won Glacialis with that 0-12, so that was pretty convincing performance there. Yeah, it's Valerate was. I don't even know. I'm just gonna see what's gonna happen. Red Barricade is our first map that we're gonna be witnessing here. Picked by Molotov. Molotov Shorkies for a place in the grand final. Good luck. Have fun. Oh, there's a thing. Chris and Causer versus Linko and Vingumi. I'm ready for this. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it is for sure gonna be a very close match.
There we go.
Okay, a mistake. Oh, that's a warm up though.
Yeah.
Warm up is made for mistakes.
Exactly. Get them out of the way while I take a quick bite of my banana. Get a little potassium in there. Okay, so for this first round, I kind of want to put the camera on Causer because she has this line in that, how do you call it, wall ride cake kind of thing, the black one.
Well, Linko makes a mistake.
Oh, early mistake. But yeah, let's see how Causer gets through that one turn. For now, in first place, together with Vingumi, a little bit behind though, but they're going up to that wall here. So let's see this round. Look at that. Not quite getting it this time. Or Vingumi is doing it just as equally well. It's like this little wiggle that she does. Oh, Vingumi with the crash though. So that's going to be huge. Chris managing to overtake second place and looking like an ace if no crazy things happen. Vingumi is a crazy thing coming in, but actually doesn't quite manage to stay ahead. Chris with a better line and does take second place back. That is 3 points for Molotov right out the gate, and that is a nice one. They pick this map and they start out as very strong.
Yeah, that was actually a nice ace. So we will see what Shorkies can say to that. So far, Vingami is the first, but anything can change. It's just the start of the map. The line of Chris wasn't, yeah, and she crushed. So it's Linko is third now. They could take a victory if nothing happens. Kozer is fighting with Vingami for the first. Of course,
Speed.
they would need first. Yes, he
Chris,
has a
huge
lot of
crash.
speed, but
Ooh.
yeah, he will overtake Vingami and finish first. So
What?
it's a draw.
There's the draw indeed. 46.7.3 away from the world record, which is driven by Luna. Earlier today, I think that was set, wasn't it? I think that was in the that was
it
today.
was earlier today.
Okay. Oh, Linko early error there. Tiny touch, but it's enough for that pesky acceleration penalty to kick in. And that leaves Vingumi with the task of getting first place in order to force the draw here and not let Molotov get an even bigger lead here. Causer also with a tiny error, losing a little bit of space. Now Chris is on the hunt for Vingumi. Does get a little bit closer. Vingumi's so close to that flag, and now actually doing some touching there, and Chris is overtaking first place. Causer in second, and that is looking very good for Molotov. Another ace is right there, 47.0. 7-1, and suddenly they could close it out with another ace. Shorkies have to make something happen right now.
Yeah, Shorkies would need at least 2 aces for sure, and then a victory would be enough for them to win this game. But it's not. It's something easy to say, but not so easy to do.
Yeah, it's hard to
And
do.
that map was picked by Molotov Gaming, so they are showing to us that they are confident on this map. And Koza right now overtook Luna of
Crash.
Vingami and Linko, and there was a crush, and they are having an ace position again. But Linko is kind of close, so if any of them will make a mistake, she will be there. No, that's an ace, and that's the end of this map.
Just like that, very fast first map here. Molotov picks red barricade and closes it out 10-1. Very convincing victory. And we're going to Glaciales, which is picked by the Shorkies, which they very convincingly won in their previous match. So let's see if they can repeat that little trick that they did earlier. Different opponents, so who knows how this will turn out. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's also depends on the luck. Like in one match,
Yeah.
you are setting very nice times, but in the second, there is like just crashes, and it feels like it's a lucky
Yeah.
match.
You gotta be in the zone, kind of. You gotta feel it.
Yeah. So it's interesting how is that game will turn for Shorkies. Will they actually have the same luck for the second time?
I think also on a map with this ice stuff, it's like when you slide out once, it immediately works on your confidence for the next time you are in that turn. Like you don't want to slide out again, right?
Yeah.
It's such a thing. Like, oh no, don't let me, and you start making adjustments and mistakes because of those adjustments. So a mistake here early on could be like have a lot of consequences for later. For now, though, Vingumi, nice outside dirt line, first place. Causer chasing
Linko
Linko,
is
having
out of the track.
ooh, huge crash, very slow. Chris taking over third place. Also Vingumi now touching, so Causer inherits the lead. And we see
And
a
Chris
slide
is
out
sliding
here.
out.
Yeah, oh my god, they're all sliding and slipping and all over the place. Causer in first, 44.8. Chaotic round, but the draw is there. And yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Scary stuff.
was for sure an interesting first round. Even though
Yeah,
before they started crushing, they were so close, all four
yeah.
of them. So
Oh,
Linko
Linko.
already touches, and Chris is also touching, so they are very slow. Um, it's a fight for the first place between Wingami and Kozer, but Wingami is a little bit behind, so she would need to push to get a victory on this map. And she has more speed, but will she be able to catch? No.
Ooh.
But Linko finishes third, which makes it a draw.
Causer driving a 69. We call that nice. We have another draw though. Good round by um, Causer. 2-2 is the score. We're still very equal on this map. It is certainly a very different kind of matchup than the previous match that
Oh,
Shorkies were
Linko
playing
is
on this.
crushing to the pillar.
Ooh, and it's definitely not the same type of map.
Chris is
How it's
sliding out.
going for the last time. Linko respawning now. Vingumi has to get first here. Causer in second is going to do whatever they can to maybe snack a first place and force a victory out of that. See if Vingumi can hold on to the lead. For now, it does look like she is able to do so. Not sliding out. Very inside line by Causer, but not quite enough to overtake that first place. What is happening here in the back? Chris ends up in third. 44.5 though is a very very fast time by Causer by Vingumi, considering that the world record is a 0.3. So that's just it's just very fast. These matches are like these rounds are insane.
Yes.
Like you can't afford any kind of bad angle or ice slide or anything because they will just punish you for it immediately.
Yeah, for sure. Like it would be interesting to get around without any player crush.
Yeah,
So
to see what that actually
just
is like.
yeah,
Oh,
but
Chris.
Chris is touching a little bit, which makes her a little bit slower. But Vingami, Kozer, and Linko overtakes
Speed.
Kozer. Yeah, she has more speed, so she's taking the second place, which would be good for them. since they are
Cons are
one map
back.
behind. Yeah,
Wow, so
but
close. Wow.
yeah, it's actually a victory, but still,
The
it
time
puts
though.
Shorkies. Yeah, it puts Shorkies 1 point ahead.
200s above world record was that time driven. That is pretty crazy. These times are absolutely insane. The girls are on fire. And let's see if they can do that again. For now, Vingumi comes through the checkpoint first. Everybody with a good ice slide. Vingumi going very outside. Doesn't fly off though. So for now, everybody's still on track for a flawless run. And it is Linko with a little bit more speed. So overtakes Chris. And we're going to take a look at Kazer here in second place, chasing down Vingumi. Can Vingumi hold on to this ice slide? You know that Kazer's in your neck, breathing down your neck, ready to snipe any mistake with that very inside line. It comes very close. Chris actually overtakes Linko there in the last second, so it is not a victory for the Shorkies, but it is a draw. The Shorkies are still 1 point ahead, but it's getting very close here. Oh, Chris
And there is, yeah, an early mistake by Chris. And yeah,
in the
she
mud.
is
Oh,
very slow. I don't think she's going to catch other players,
yeah,
which is
that's
kind of good for Shorkies.
yeah,
But it puts a pressure on Kozer, and she also does a mistake. She slightly touches the side, which gives Linko a good possibility to overtake her, and she does it. But Kozer is trying to catch Linko, and everything will go down to the last ice slide, anyways.
yeah.
And
Hua.
yeah, Kozer is failing it. Like she bonked the wall.
0.5, cause so consistent with these times. It's not just driving a good round; it's driving it every single time. 5-9. Molotov needs to ace twice, basically, in order to prevent the Shorkies from tying up the map points here. Of course,
And
Molotov has already
Chris
won.
made the same mistake again.
Oh, Chris with a respawn, and once you miss that first jump, like it's so hard to get a good one out of that. So that is absolutely in the mud. This is looking like a map win for. Oh, what is this
And
Causer line?
wow,
Airtime can't hold on to it and absolutely flies out into the wall. Vingumi and Linko on cloud 9 at the moment. Even though Vingumi now crashing, but looks, I mean, if Linko still gets first place, it's still going to be fine. They were probably sending it to see if they could maybe get a world record out of it. Linko will finish in first place with a 45.1. Vingumi in second place. That's the ace. That's the map as well. 5-12 is the score. The Shorkies once again take Glacialis pretty convincingly, confidently, and they put that map next to their name, and we are once again tied in maps. So we're definitely going to see Delightful Winter as map 4. Let's see if we also go for Years Lost, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. What did I say? What was the score? 12? Was it 5?
12 5.
4?
Yeah,
12 5.
5
All right.
5 5.
Nice. Okay. Well, there it is. 1-1 in maps. It's and they've both won their own map so far, their own map pick. So this
Yeah,
one,
so
Valorate, yeah,
that means the map picks this time are like precisely calculated. So
exactly. They gave that some thought. This one is
yeah,
Molotov's pick once again. Let's see if they can hold on to their streak of getting their own maps in this matchup. Warm up is over. Valorate, go for it.
yeah, the teams are starting a little bit. Linko is a little bit behind, but yeah, so far they are all close. There is anything can possibly happen. Like it's again the map with the very and Chris
Oh,
is bonking, and it's a map with a very unpredictable finish. Like
Oh yeah.
anything could happen just at the finish. Like just like right, just like on the Celiast. Oh, not Celiast, Glacialis. I'm confusing them. Um, yeah. So far, Kozur is
Oh,
first, but
beautiful.
if Wingami pushes, she could overtake her. And
Oh,
no, that is not happening. But an ace is a good start for the new map.
exactly.
The
Chris,
the draw. Yeah.
the draw is there. Chris going for the risky, not quite making it. And also, I feel like that could affect you. Like if you're going for it the second time, you just have to just send it, I suppose. But we'll see how Chris tackles that next time. Early mistake in the start though for Chris. So Causer now once again pressure to get first place. We go into this grass section on this map with all the holes and the edges and the very clippable map. I feel like this is Causer still holding on to first place. Vingumi chasing her down, not far behind. Here we go into that dirt. Oh, what is that? Vingumi with a respawn, completely driving off the map. Linko now may be able to make something happen if Vingumi makes a mistake on that risky finish, but is not doesn't get mistakes very often here. There it is. New PB even for Causer with a 46.9 and a Linko in second place. Chris in third. That is a victory for Causer and Chris. So the Molotov will take the lead 3-2 on Valorate.
Yeah, it was a very decent time actually, but Linko is already having a mistake. She's bonking at the start, so now it's up to Wingami. She would want to take the first place, but it's not so easy since both Chris and Kozer are chasing her. It's a very close race here for the first place, and it looks like Chris has a little bit more speed. But yeah, it's so close that they are driving inside of each other.
Yeah. Oof.
So it's yeah, it just.
A
But
lot of
Wingami has
speed.
a slowdown. Yeah, they have more speed, and
Oh no, Causer.
Kozor missed the finish, so Linko might take a chance. Yes, she does.
Oh no. Just like that draw.
That's the surprises of a risky finish.
That risky is it's just like yeah, has some surprises in store for us and for the players. Hopefully they can minimize those mistakes there. 4-3, Molotov still in the lead. And for now, Causer is in first place with Chris close behind and Vingumi also knocking on the door. Linko just a little bit. It's 0.3, so it's not much, but it could be enough. Look at that top three, though. They're so close. And we're going into that reactor section. And we've seen that a lot of speed. You can come out of that with so much speed here. Vingumi not having a lot of speed and also crashing. So Chris and Causer now hand in hand. Look at that. 7,000s between them. Chris even setting a new PB. Causer with a 0.988. Once again, anything sub 47 is incredibly fast here. The record is by Vingumi, 0.8. That
Yeah,
is just a really good time. And
yeah.
7-3 now.
For the rounds, it
Track
looks
point.
so impressive.
Yeah.
And
Linko.
Linko is having a slight touch, but Vingami will try to do anything to not let Kozer and Chris ace them again. And Kozer clipped the corner again, like
Linko
just a
no
little bit,
slide.
but still.
Mm.
So now it's the fight for the first place between Vingami and Chris. Like maybe the finish will give us surprises again. And
Chris, so much
Chris
speed.
has so much speed, yeah. But no.
Ooh. Linko not having the best time here on this map, I feel like. Maybe the confidence is a little bit off, not getting that risky finish as much as she'd like to. And 8-4 is the score now. So Molotov is happy with a victory, or two draws will also do it. 4-point gap is pretty big. So they're in a really good place now. That is an early mistake, though, by Causer. And the ace might not be in the cards if we're looking at the second gap that Causer has to make up for now. Vingumi and Linko in a really good position now. They have to ace Molotov, and this might be the opportunity that they were looking for. If they can stay ahead of Chris, at least get the victory, which would still be very scary. They're in ace position, so this is very good. They just need to stay ahead of Chris. Chris has a lot of speed on that reactor, though. Somehow gets a lot of speed out of that. There we go. Getting past Linko looks like maybe not past, but so close together. Can they hold on to it? They do
Wow.
hold on to it. That was exactly what they needed. Vingumi and Linko put the ace on the board. 8-7 is a very different score than 8-4. Now they also have track point. They could take it with an ace, but Molotov has enough with a victory. But this is getting kind of spicy.
Yeah, it is. Like, at some point, I'm just forgetting about my predictions and I'm just cheering for both teams.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah, but it's like it's very close between them. Like, that's what I was telling you about when all the players are so close and Chris is
Oh,
making a
respawn.
mistake. Yeah, when both of the teams, all of the players, they're so close with the skill. It's so interesting to watch.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Here goes that reactor
Yeah.
bit. Ooh, oh, so
Because there,
close.
does she have enough speed or Linko
Oh,
snipes?
what?
And yes,
That's
Shorkies
it.
are
Oh,
getting the map free.
that was. Oh my! I didn't even. That was insane. That line, just a little bit more inside, 500ths of a second, but it's there. There's the victory, just like that. Valorate goes to the Shorkies, and now they are one map up. Delightful Winter is a Shorkies pick, and of course they
Yes.
are already 2 maps ahead. So this could be huge if they grab this one as well. And yeah, the ball is in Molotov's court. They need to break, basically, in tennis terms. They need to break the Shorkies pick. They need to grab this map and then force the game to go to Years Lost, which would be the deciding map. If the Shorkies grab this one, it is over. They go to the grand final. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, for now, Chris, the best start of the bunch. Vingumi in second place, and Kazer also knocking on. They're all very close together, to be fair. So this is going to be one of those where hopefully anything can and will happen. Probably. Here comes that dirt section. Everyone still so close, less than 0.2 apart. Chris with the best line so far. Let's see who comes out. Oh, that's the first
Oh.
mistake. Kazer crashing, and that is going to cost a lot of time. Vingumi doesn't have a lot of speed, it looks like. Or actually, wait, it's hard to see what's going to happen. Vingumi does overtake her own teammate, but Chris holds on to first place. 0.3 for Chris. That's a draw that we start out with. Chris holds on to first, as a teammate should. Nice.
So far, yeah, so far it looks very close between them. I think they all are so consistent on this map.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to watch. And again, I would like to see the round where no one is crushes and it will be just a pure pace round. So far, Chris is a little bit slower, but yeah, they all are pretty close. They are taking the drift very clean, and now it's only
What?
it comes down to the speed for the finish.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Chris, what the heck? Oh my god. 600 between 1 and 4. That was the closest round I think we've seen yet. absolutely mental. Molotov takes the lead 3-2 with that victory. It's not a big lead, but it is a lead. It would be nice, though, to extend that lead a little bit if you are Molotov, because 1 point is very easy to catch up on. Causer with a clip. That's going to cost a lot of time. Doesn't lose too much ground, though, so could still do something. Although it is now Vingumi and Linko in ace position. So Chris really has to push it here in order to... Oh my god, there's crashes all over the place. Vingumi crashing, Chris crashing, Causer coming back in second place. It looks like a draw at the moment, and there it is, 47.4. Still a very good time by Linko, but behind Linko there was a lot of crashes happening. And 4-3, still the score. Molotov still in the lead, and they have to take this map.
Yeah, for sure it's not a bad score for Molotov, but I'm pretty sure they would like to have more
Yeah.
victories or even an ace, so they will feel more confident that they are going to the fifth map, and the game is not just over like that. And so far, they are just showing that they want a victory, they want an ace, like. They are driving as a first and third, which is but Linko is having a little bit more speed after the drift.
Ooh la!
Yeah, but
Sheesh.
even an ace is still, or even a draw is still fine for them.
Yeah. Like, if they keep drawing like this, they're pretty happy about that. But it is a precarious situation to be in because, of course, any other results suddenly could throw the whole thing around. 1 point is not that much, but if you can hold it, it will be enough. Linko, for now, in the lead. Linko knows she has to get some points on the board because they are behind. Just having draws, not going to do it. Linko now crashing, though. That is a huge opportunity for Molotov to extend their lead here. If they can stay ahead of Vingumi, who is on a very good run. And I see some releases happening there. Kazer knocking on the door of Vingumi's bumper. Still staying ahead, though, if Vingumi can hold on to that line in the finish. Clean defending first place. Chris only 0.08 behind. 6-5 is the score. Molotov getting closer to those 10 points. Not quite track pointy yet.
Yeah, it is still looking good for the Molotov Gaming and like Shorkies. They are kind of more confident right now because they already have two maps,
Yeah.
and Molotov would really need this map so they can actually fight, like fully fight for being in the grand final. But so far, it looks like Linku and Vingami are taking first and second, and they could ace if, yeah, they would need to fail, or yeah, they would need to fail the finish.
What? Wah, there it is. Oh my. And
That
now
is
if
not
you
good for
are...
Molotov.
No, this is not good for Molotov. If you're a Molotov player right now, you are sweating in your pants. Because the Shorkies just need 2 points to solidify their place in the grand final. It's do or die for Molotov. Let's see if they are up to the task. Chris has a very good start here. Kazer as well. They know the mission. And Vingumi and Linko need to keep their head clear. And, oh, Chris with a tiny touch, it looks like. A little bit wobbly, a little bit slower. Kazer still holding on to first place. If they have a draw, that is still not the end of the road. But it could end very quickly with any mistake made now. Kazer still holding on to first. Vingumi knocking on that door. Linko in third place. Chris in fourth place. Kazer holds on to first. 7-9. This is the last round of this matchup, or of this map at least. Molotov needs the ace. That is the only way they stay in this tournament.
Yeah, they are actually trying their best. Like they understand at what position they are, like what exactly they need to have for like to get this map for them, like to make the
Needed,
score
yeah.
2-2. Yes, but yeah, sometimes not all what we are going for is happening, but it is still possible.
Crosser. Oh no.
Crosser is crushing. It is not so possible anymore.
That is
Um,
bad.
but actually, Chris is overtaking both Vingami and Linko. Now, that
Yeah.
could be a draw, but that is not enough for Molotov
There it
Gaming,
is.
sadly.
There it is. The Shorkies take the point, and that is enough. 8-10 is the final score. 3 maps, and that's all she wrote. Shorkies go on to the grand final. We do not get a rematch of the Luna and Molotov um, match that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Let's see the bracket for a little bit. GG to both teams, though. Molotov put up a very good fight and showed some incredibly fast driving, but unfortunately, not able to take it home. Luna and Shorkies is the match that we are going to be waiting for. That match is scheduled for 22:15, which is in 16 minutes from now. Um, yeah, what a match. 3-1. And let's see, they didn't go to Gears Lost, so we didn't see that. That one was won by the Shorkies in their previous matchup, by the way, versus AFAB. But they don't even have to try their best on it. Maybe in the next matchup, Luna and Shorkies. Gonna be a banger.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Gonna be a banger. Five maps, maybe 5 maps. Can we hope for
Let's
5?
hope for it. Let's hope
I
for
hope
it.
for 5 maps. I don't have to go to bed. It's fine, right?
I mean, since the previous, if I remember correctly, during the step two, there was multiple matches between Lunena and Shorkies, if I'm not mistaken, actually, and
Let's see.
there were 5 maps. They were playing 5 maps, so maybe.
Exactly. Let me see. Shorkies. Can I see any? Hmm. Looking back, I can't find it that quickly. But yeah, they've definitely met before. Wow. 4 maps. That was a nice battle. Shorkies came out on top. And they will be facing Luna Ana. So that means Molotov ends up in 3rd place. AFAP in 4th. We don't know yet who's going to be first. Luna Ana Shorkies. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I hope you guys in chat still having a good time. Still watching the ladies zoom around. I'm having a good time for sure.
Yeah, same.
5 maps. I'm really hoping for 5. I want to see Glacialis. I want to see
Yeah.
Years Lost. I want to see Valorade Reactor. I want to see Riskies. Yeah. Let's take a little break and we're back in a few minutes. 15 minutes, 13 by now, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. See you in a bit.